Hi, welcome to clickmyproject.com. The title of our project is Multilayer Consents ECC-Based Password Authenticated Key Exchange Protocol for Smart Grid System in the domain networking. Let's see the brief explanations about our project. The smart grid is nothing but the data connector. That is, the data is connector of different layers of network such as home area network, business area network, and neighbor area network. The home area network is nothing but the home, which is the network we are accessing, and the building area network is like a area which is considered as the whole building of the part of network has been connected. The neighbor area network is nothing but we are accessing the network at the whole entire area where we are located. It's like a LAN. The HAN controller, which acts as a gateway, that is a home area network controller which acts as a gateway, should not cause any delay in decrypting and re-encrypting the packet, nor should it has the chance to modify them. We improve and implement the password authentication key exchange protocol in two steps. First, we propose an auxiliary mechanism, that is an ECC version, and extends a multi-layer consents model. That is, we reduce the number of hash functions and utilize the primitive password shared between an appliance. Key agreement protocol for secure access control in a hierarchical architecture of the SG communication infrastructure with different layers between small appliance in user premises and upstream controller in home area network, building area network, and neighbor area network, and the SG central controller, which are located in a distributed network. Typically, the home area network controller is a smart meter that serves as a gateway to the user premises. Such a protocol provides a secure means for controller upstream of the HAN controller to access and control the smart application in user premises. To modify thermostat settings, for example, to modify thermostat settings in the home heating variation of the air conditioning system when the brown out of independence. In our existing method, the authentication key exchange protocol enables two communication entities to authenticate. It is very inconvenient in key management system. In our existing, password guessing is also more easier to the user and also takes much time to receive a packet, and loss of packet may also be occurred. In our proposed method, the first one is an auxiliary model of an elliptic curve cryptography, and another one is a password authenticated key exchange protocol that used in an environment and an application. The scope of work is which the address of communication in the four layer between the home appliance, control area, home area network controller, and the business area network controller, and the neighbor area network controller. We consider the SG controller, which is a hierarchical architecture, share common secrets and design trustworthy for each other. Low implementation cost is maintained in our proposed method. The adversary receives the encrypted and unencrypted packet during and if and after the key exchange protocol. Let's see the flowchart of our project. This is a flowchart diagram. First, we started our process. We have a networks, that is the four layers of network. Here we consider as an HAN and the band, the home area network and the business area network, and we are generating a key. The key will be get generated, and the generated key will be with the help of the generated key we are encrypted the message. The encrypted message we are transferring. Now it's passed to the smart grid system. The key has access, passing the keys to the different layer. When the keys get passed to the different layer, the key is get verified at each packets. When the key is get verified, the user can able to decrypt the message. This is about a flowchart diagram. Let's see the demo of our project. This is a home page. I am just clicking on my home button. Here this is our first model, that is a network accessing controller. Here I have considered the two areas of network, that is one is home area network and another one is a building area network. When I go with a building area network, here I am considering the whole network, that is the whole IP address of the network. When I click on the search button, the information will be fetched from the smart grid, and the information will be get loaded here. That is a work group which has is an Elysium, and from that work group the whole building areas of the network will be get connected. Here the whole areas will be get connected. Now I got an IP address for the different layers of networks which is get connected. Now I am going to choose any one of the IP address. For that IP address, I am going to get the informations for the resources. Just I am giving my IP address as 192.168.168.1.3, and now I am going to access the information about this IP address. Now I am going to get a that is here the user request, that is a user is requesting to a smart grid what all the information about they are needed for an IP address for that particular IP address. Here I am just clicking as processing status and the monitoring wait, and when I click on this button the information will be going to be get transmitted. Before that I need to start my server. Here my server has been started. I'm just clicking on the server button, start button. My server has been started. Now I am going to transfer my request, and this information should be converted into the file, and this file will be going to get transmitted. I'm just clicking on this button, and now the file has been transmitted over here. Here I got an information that is a file has been get transmitted. Oh no, now I'm going to transfer my file. I'm just clicking on this button. Here I got an information that is your file has been transmitted. Same thing, they received the file, and when I click on this button here this is actually the smart grid process. Here the smart grid is going to select the process, either the information from an home area network or a building area network. Here I just used as building area network, and they are choosing the request. The request will be in the form, and the request what they have choose, that is processing time, monitoring wait, and the status. The user is selecting those process and clicking on this next button. Here the information about the process should be get loaded. Now the processing time 3, then the status will be false, the monitoring wait and the bandwidth will be get calculated. Now the user is going to give the information. Smart grid is going to process this information to an user, that is the processing time as 3 and the monitoring wait as 28 and the status as false. And this information will be get passed to the different layers of network. When this information should pass to different layers of network, this should not be hacked by any users. So the information should be the encrypted format. Also the key will be generated in a secure manner. Now I am going to encrypt this process, and the key is going to generate. For that particular process, now I have generated the public key, private key, and the random generated number. Now this request will be get transmitted to one particular client who is either a building area network or a home area network. That is, a secret key will be has given, and the information which they have produced will be in an encrypted format. Now I am going to enter in the user premises, clicking on this just button, and when I click the selected the file name and an IP address which I am going to get processed, and I am just clicking my validation process, the valid users. Now I am going to access my key. Here when I click on this button, I am viewing only the encrypted message, and the public key is get viewed here. Now I am just getting, with the help of that public key, I am getting a private key, and the secret code will and I got my secret code. How this information is processing is using our multi-layer consents or password authentication. Each step the key should be get verified, and now I am going to share my process. And this is actually the multi-layer consents of the network. I'm just clicking my shared key. The shared key will be processed. Just note on my I'm just noting down my shared key. Now what the process I'm going to implement is, I'm going to share this key to each part of layer, that is between the home appliance to an home appliance to business area network, and the home appliance to the each layers of networks, multi layers of network. I am going to pass this key. So I am just giving my IP address to which the user has to pass, and before this the smart grid should be get logged in. The smart grid is get logged over here, and when I click on this transmit button, here the validation is get success, and this process has been sent. And now when I click on this smart grid, here I got an information that is we have received packet, and the packet has been received. So the information will be get verified, and now I am going to click for AN to HC, that is home appliance to one network. The key should be passed, this key, and this is going to pass to the each layers of network. This is going to pass to the home area network. I'm just passing this key, and here I got an verification, that is I got an ID, and as the same thing I am going to pass this to one business area network 2101768960. I'm just passing this to my business area network, that is this particular application should be run on our business area network, that is the IP address of 192.168.1.3. So I'm just transferring this application. The information will be received at the smart grid. At the next level, I'm going to pass this to my network that is a neighbor communicated area. It's 36487838872. I'm just going to pass this information, this key, passing this transmitted key. Now I am verifying my application. My application has been received here. Now this will be passed to the controller. This will be get passed to the controller. Each time the verification has been done. Now I am getting into my next process. Each packets will be get splitted here. When I click on this first, the secret key will be given, and when I click going to the iteration 1, the secret key between the home appliance and the home area network will be the 29 this particular number of keys, and this will be get verified between the iteration of 2 between the communication of home area network appliance and the business area network, and the next iteration will be in the form of home area network, appliance and the business area network and the network area controller, and this will be the final stage of the controller split. And when I click on this next button here, each steps of verification will be get loaded. That is a random generated key, the public key and private key will be get viewed here. And when I click on this validation button, each validation key and the multiple consents, the value should be of 0. And at last the shared password key and the multi consents of shared key will be produced. And if the process has been all the process has been done successfully, the user can view their decrypted message. Here the user has viewed the decrypted message. This is about our project. Thank you.